Man, Andre Berto, he looked like an alien species in that ring fighting. He went from a brother to an Asian real quick. But all jokes aside, this man going around talking about some. He hugging me. He held me at the end of the fight. Knowing Berto was holding more than Guerrero was holding. But if I didn't know somebody holding you was going to make your eyes swell up like that. You know, and Berto's trainer gave an interview in which he was stating that it was never the plan to fight with the shoulder roll. That was never the game plan. That's something Andre Berto decided to do on his own. That was his wrinkle. He decided to bring it to the ring. That he was going to implement the shoulder roll. That wasn't what they worked on. He said Guerrero brought everything to the table that they thought he was going to bring. He was going to just try to use his size and apply pressure and push Berto back. That was his goal. To just come in there and push him back and see what Berto was going to do and how he was going to react to that. And when the knockdowns came, Berto decided to do what he wanted to do. And that Berto was under a lot of pressure. And that brings up a good, interesting point, because who could have pressured him into going into using the Mayweather shell? Al Heyman, maybe? Or Heyman's handlers? You know, Sam and the rest of those guys? I could see them putting it into his head, man, you need to try that shoulder roll, man. Yeah, you do that, and he's going to be able to land a shot on you, man. You can do what you want to do. I mean, it's up to the fighter, but the shoulder roll defense is not something you can pick up in camp, especially if you're not attuned or used to using the style or seeing the style basically yourself. It's not something you're going to pick up in a camp and it's going to just come to you so fluently when your boxing style, your boxing MO doesn't fit the shoulder roll. Like Manny Pacquiao can't shoulder roll. He don't roll from punches. He will have no elusiveness, period. This is not the defense for you to learn. Well, it's something to learn, but it's not. It's going to take you longer than a camp to get it to click. When Oscar De La Hoya went to work with Mayweather Sr., it took them 2-3 fights before Oscar really was starting to learn how to use the shoulder roll and become efficient with it. You know, and he was getting hit a lot. It's a process. You know, and it's just a process you try on lesser competition before you move up to world-class competition. The trainer don't believe Guerrero's world-class competition. He thinks he's basic and he just does one thing. But I think we got a fighter on our hands with him. You know, he's going to fight no matter what. Even though that first knockdown was pretty dirty. You know, he did hold my man behind the head and start just punching with the left. But Berto allowed it to happen, man. So, you know, that's a tragedy in itself. And, you know, that's pretty much what I got to say on that subject, man. I just think it needed to be said that if you're going to learn it, go down and work on some other guys before you do that. But right now, Berto has put himself in position, though, with the loss. Solidified he's on Manny Pacquiao's list of future opponents for his next fight. So there it is. All you gotta do is get beat up on national TV like that and take a pounding and swell up. And you might catch the eye of Freddie and some other managers, and they might give you a call and say, hey, you're on the waiting list for a Manny Pacquiao fight. But they ain't gonna call Guerrero. Oh man.